Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Knowing Woman Tarot. I am Kendra B, and I am back, honey. I'm back to do your reading for November 2022. Hopefully, you guys have been well while I was away. I've been working and, living life and doing things. But I am committed to this channel. I'm committed to you, and that is why I am here for your reading, okay? Now, Gemini, I don't know if you know this, but Mars is retrograding in our sign. Okay. What does that mean? Well, Mars is the fiery warrior. Okay. Mars is the emperor. Mars is the person that makes things happen. Okay. Think follow through. Follow through. Think bravery. Think courage. Um, I feel like a lot of the Gemini collective have felt a little bit stuck lately. Maybe you want to change careers. Maybe you want to attract love into your life. And you might just want your life to look differently, but you haven't been feeling like you've had the energy or the wherewithal to make these giant changes because they seem so big. It just seems like, well, it's not that I just need new floors up in this house. Like it's a gut job. you know. A lot of Gemini energy has been in this energy of just feeling like we need a gut job. Like there's a lot to be done. And I'm sensing that some of you can be a little bit overwhelmed and feeling like you haven't had the help that you deserve, even though you've been a help to a lot of other people, of course. Um, but I feel like with this Mars energy retrograding in Gemini, it's giving us an opportunity to, number one, really understand the personal power that we possess as Geminis, right? Because a Gemini will regulate and produce your whole entire existence. Take care of your children, your mother, your bills, your emotional needs, everything. And then turn around and let themselves fall to the wayside just because they're too overwhelmed to deal with their own issues. Okay, I'm calling it out. Yes, I am. So Aries is here to remind you that, wait a minute now, we have got to take care of the star player. Okay. Aries is the firstborn son of the zodiac sign. He was born alone and he knows he's gonna die alone. Not to say that he's not a social energy, because he is. But the point is, he knows that he has what it takes to get things done. And if it has to be alone, then so be it. Okay? That is a big lesson that the Gemini collective is learning, is how to lean on themselves, how to stand in their own personal power. Okay? Because I feel like a lot of us have been kind of grasping onto relationships or circumstances in order to just distract us away from things or fill a void, or just so we don't feel like we're doing it alone, but then we end up doing it alone, like doing our shit and their shit. So you're really still not getting any help, Gemini. And I hate to start off so heavy here. So let me just lighten it back up. Okay. Hi, it's November. If your sun sign is Gemini, moon, rising, Venus, Chiron, whatever you into, this reading may have something for you. Okay. I am using a few decks today. Right now I have 2 cards out on my board. It is Ask and Receive. That's number 1. Number 2 is Opportunity and Change. And they are both from the Angel Guide Oracle. I'm just going to let you check these out, okay? You've been praying for something. You've been asking the Lord for something, and you might be thinking, I don't think he can hear me. Jesus, are you on that main line? Do you hear me, Lord? And the answer is yes. He been sent you a lot of answers, Gemini, but I don't think you've been wanting to hear them, okay? I don't think you've been wanting to hear them. So I think the signs and wonders are going to get a little bit louder for you in the month of November. We do have opportunity and change. I'm going to read just a little snippet of that before we get some other cards on the board. As one door closes, another one opens. This is a time for change. Your angels are drawing close to support you and making the changes that you need to make to attract opportunities and abundance. You may have experienced resistance recently or felt stuck, but the new beginning you are seeking is unfolding now. If you are hesitating over a decision or wondering what to do about a particular project, your angels are encouraging you to go with the new. Change might bring a sense of vulnerability or present you with the unknown. That's what I'm saying. The unknown, the unknown, the unknown, the unknown. Gemini, we are notorious producers of life, okay? We got a plan. We're going to set it into motion. Lights, camera, action. Okay? We know how to produce life. But that's not going to work right now. Because I feel like Spirit is really asking us to step into something brand new. New characters, new ideas, new settings. And for some reason, we keep trying to reach back into the past and bring these old things into the now and just be like, oh, remember when I was happy back then with Ray Ray? I can just bring Ray Ray here and we could be so happy now. I don't think that's going to be the case, Gemini. I don't think that's going to be the case. Curiosity, the Princess of Swords. Instigation, the Prince of Wands. These cards are interesting to me because I know for a fact that Gemini has this thing where you can sometimes let your curiosity lead you into relationships with people who can be a little bit sketchy. You know what I'm saying? For some of you right now, I feel like you might be in a situation where you are engaging with a person intimately and they're starting to stir up some things. Okay? And it's also giving me big Mars retrograde because this is fire and this is air. Okay? But we got a prince and we got a princess. Okay? So this isn't the most mature of energies. Okay? This is brand new, just starting out. We got some curiosity and we got that hot fire of instigation. It's giving a little bit of inspiration. I don't think this is going to be something that is long term, but I do feel like you're going to have an opportunity with a person, you know, work or personal, that's just going to get a little bit of inspiration flowing. It's going to get your water bubbling, your water boiling again, you know? That's too many, Spirit. Let's do this again. Let's get a clarifying card for curiosity and imagination. It's a lot of cards. We got 9 of Discs, culmination. All right, something wants to come together so we can put an end to something once and for all. We got perception, which is AKA the moon. We do have a full moon in Taurus on November 8th. Here's our Taurus card, Hierophant, and the Hermit, Virgo energy. It's giving a commitment to knowledge, a commitment to learning and growing and becoming better. So I'm going to ask you right now, Gemini, what are you committed to? What are you truly committed to? I feel like I'm hearing and feeling that you don't know exactly what you want to do. What do you want your career to be? I don't know. Where do you want to live? I don't know. What you want your man to be like? I don't know. Well, you're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to figure it out. Because Spirit is going to keep sending you this same message of instigation to get you closer to understanding what it is that you really want. What is your 9 of discs? What is it? Does that sound scary to think about? Because you're going to have to commit to something, and you're going to have to put your energy into it. You're going to have to study it. You're going to have to love it. You're going to have to nurture it. Now, I feel like that's the beauty of the time that we're in, with Mercury, I'm sorry, not Mercury, Mars lending us its energy during this retrograde. Because, you know, I look at retrogrades as visits. You know, if we personify the planets, and Mars is the homeboy, you know, he's fun, he's bright, he'll fight for what's right, he's got amazing follow through, he don't mind doing things on his own. Actually, he prefers it, you know. So now's the time to sit with him and learn from him, just as he's learning from you. But I feel like he's going to be giving you that inspiration, that drive, that push, even if it comes in the form of anger or agitation. He's going to give you that fire under your ass to get up and say, you know what, this is what I want, and no one's going to keep it from me. Because I'm feeling like I'm getting heated, okay? I feel like I'm getting heated because somebody trying to keep something from you. It's Saturn. I just heard it. Saturn has some hidden gifts, okay? He done buried that shit in the dirt, and he wants you to find it. And he's not going to dig it up and give it to you. He's going to make you find it. And I feel like that's why a lot of you guys have been stuck, feeling stuck, is because Saturn was in retrograde for a very long time. And it was being downright ornery, okay? But I do believe Saturn is direct right now. Yes, it's direct, and it is in Aquarius until March. So that, what would that conversation look like? Saturn in Aquarius, you know? Two brilliant minds discussing the best outcome, discussing what needs to be done for the greater good of all. You know, we got freedom on one side, individuality on one side, and then structure and industry on the other. So not only does this need to work for you, but it needs to work for your whole life. That's your children, your home, your work, your, like, everything has to be taken into consideration. And I don't know why I want to talk about dating, because I feel like Geminis are always dating. It's always people around. There's always someone trying to get your attention or needing something from you. So it's going to be time to think about these people. Like, are you fitting into the fullness and the richness of my life? We talking about 9 pentacles. Can you check off each one? Because if you can't, I don't know. Because, you know, Gemini, y'all are the kings and queens of Build-A-Bear people. You will just build a bear, you know, one dude to pay the bills, one dude to blow your back out, one dude to bounce your kids around, one dude to... But still, you're spreading yourself very, very thin. Okay? I feel like this stuff needs to culminate. Culmination. I'm feeling anxiety. Feeling nervous about it. Because this is new. Gemini, this is new. Okay? You cannot rest on your laurels, Gemini. Yes, you're fun. Yes, you're brilliant. Yes, you're this. Yes, you're that. But Spirit got something for you. And the crazy thing about it is, a lot of you just aren't really tapped into who you really are and what you really want. That's why this package is not able to get to your house, because you ain't there. It's been returned to sender. And I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. I hope this message is making sense. Just take what you can get and throw the rest away. You know what I'm saying? But it just feels like a package is out on delivery from your spirit guides, your God, your Buddha, your Jesus, whoever you deal with. And it's just sitting on the porch being eaten by raccoons because you're not there. Now, the good thing is, let's go ahead and I'm going to put some of these cards away and we're going to restart this, okay? Because that's old energy. I know that's not what we're doing in this day and age right now in 2022. Okay? So let's talk about, we'll use that as your crossing energy because I feel like that is a mistake. Not mistake, but that is something that Gemini energy can fall prey to, is spreading your energy too thin and not being fully aligned with who you truly are and fully aligned with your body and your home. Okay? So we'll use that as the crossing position. We're going to go ahead and go straight on up to the crowning position. We have Four of Wands, celebration. Celebration. Because guess what? The outside world may be a little bit crazy, but there are some things to be thankful for. Okay? I feel like you're going to be getting back into your energy, Gemini, because a lot of you have been feeling a little off. So I feel like, because when I think of fours, I think of like a table, right? If it doesn't have four legs, it's going to be really hard to utilize it as a table. It's going to fall over. It's not going to be stable. So we're talking about wands, which is fire energy. This is your own personal power, okay? Fully engaged and fully ready to stand on your own feet, all right? Let's read a little bit of snippet of celebration, shall we? Celebration, celebration. Great labors deserve commemoration. The Four of Wands marks the end of a journey and a time for celebrating achievement. An important event such as a wedding, a graduation, or birth may be coming up. So be sure to enjoy this time and share it with loved ones. This is completion, prosperity, fulfillment, festivities, and gathering. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. We're not spreading ourselves thin. We're not giving our energy out to people who don't deserve it. We are focused on us. Thank you, Mars, for helping with that. We just got into this retrograde and we got a whole 2.5 months to go, and then Mars is going to be with us in Gemini until March. So I think he's going to see to it that we use our energy to work for us and not against us. Let's talk about subconscious energy. Ace of Cups, love, and death. Ooh, look at that. This is a complete transformation of what it means to be loved and to be in love and to participate in love. Death is also the energy of Scorpio. Transformation, honey. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you just in a big old transformation. This is a new deck, so I'm going to be reading a little bit more than what I normally do because I'm just trying to get to know the energy of it. You know what I'm saying? The heart is cracked wide open with overflowing love. I love that because I just finished Aries reading, and the first card that they got was the ever unfolding rose, and underneath the title was the sentence, cracked opened. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. I love that. So we are sharing that energy. Thank you, Spirit. The heart is cracked wide open with overflowing love. There's enough of this warmth to go around. So prepare to receive it from the universe and from those around you, and give it out to others generously. Let it flow through you. Compassion, fulfillment, creativity, new relationship, and generosity. All right, that's wonderful. Let's read death. Death is the number 13, so that does lead me to believe that we got some karmic cycles coming to a close when it comes to love for us Geminis. Death, a sudden or drastic end to a major phase. relationship, or interest is near. However, it is important to remember that one door must close before another one can open. Put the past behind you during this time of significant change and embrace new opportunities and possibilities. Wow. I mean, it's like mirroring the same thing that these cards represent, you know? Like I said earlier, ain't no more pulling these dudes and girls back from the past and saying, "Oh, I'm just going to do it with her cuz ain't nothing new showing up." You know, I'm not saying that the good Lord can't transform a relationship. I'm not saying that, because he absolutely can. And for some of you, that may absolutely be happening. But it's up to us to use our good judgment and our heart to discern whether that is the case, okay? This Piscean energy of just expecting the best and imagining and romanticizing people that you haven't seen in 3, 4, 5 years or 6 months, not necessarily the best thing to engage in right now, Gemini. Everything needs to be very earthy, okay? We have a full moon coming up in Taurus on November 8th. Everything needs to be very earthy and practical when it comes to love, okay? We got a 4 of Wands. Yes, that fire is passion, but 4 is the most stable number in the deck, baby. So I'm not saying that someone can't come back around. I'm just saying what they coming back around for. What they've been doing while they was gone. Who been caring for you? Who been loving you? What's your emotional state been without them? Do they care for real? You know, like, these are the things we got to really be thinking about. All right. So let's talk about recent past, Gemini. Recent past. Recent past for Gemini. Recent past. Oh, so many cards. Why? I'm going to take this top one. I'm going to take these two. Let's discuss it. All right, let me make some room for all these thousands of cards. We got the universe. That just gives me alignment. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is in divine timing, divine order. Right next to that, we got the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing, divine order, okay? And then we got choices, 7 of Cups. All right, and then we have movement, 8 of Wands. So it's been a little bit of a ride, huh, Gemini? I tell my son this all the time because he is also a Gemini and he never wants to make choices. And I'm always yelling at him like, if you don't make the choice, somebody gonna make it for you, okay? I feel like that's something that some of us have experienced, dear Geminis, where you failed to make a choice and the wheels kept turning and the wheels kept moving and life kept going on and on and on and on and on. And then you find yourself in a pit. You find yourself in chaos. You find yourself out in the wind, alone, yet again. But the wonderful thing about it is the valuable lesson that came along with that, because here we are again back at choices. Okay? I feel like some of you have made a choice, okay? Because I'm seeing like options, because we got opportunities and change, options, right? You've been given options. Hey, here's this guy. No, I don't like that. Hey, here's this girl. No, I don't like her. Hey, you want this job? Long hours. I don't want that. I feel like you're being more vocal about what it is that you want. And that's the thing that's going to propel you forward, Gemini. Just keep saying those sacred yeses and sacred nos. Don't worry about how people receive them. Really tap into your 4 of Wands here. Tap into it. We're doing it for you, okay? Celebrating yourself. So it's leading you to some forward movement. Let's talk about near future. Gemini, near future. There she is, Six of Wands. We got success. Okay? And one thing I love about the six is that it's not just success for you, baby. It's success for the village. It's success for the family. It's success for the friends. It's success for the lineage, for the ancestors. You know, that six is wrapped and steeped in love, honor, integrity. So this is a very positive reading, Gemini. I know that some of you are looking at me like I'm crazy because you don't feel like your life is moving just yet. But it is. If you're still being offered boo-boo on a plate, just keep saying no to it. You know, because the momentum has to build. That's what the Eight of Wands is about. You know, everything seems like an overnight success, but you never saw what happened in order to get to that boom moment, you know, that spark moment. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great, Gemini. Let's talk about hopes and fears. Stability. There's a 4 again. Why is that so scary? Because you know you want it. You just may not believe that you can get it for yourself. Independence. It's scary to do things on your own. It is. But Gemini, I really want you to just look in the mirror and realize how awesome you are. And think about how many times in the past you have carried an entire family on your back out of a burning building, so to speak. Like, you've done so much for so many other people, and you are absolutely capable of doing it for yourself. Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice. I'm going to use my Hip Hop Queens deck. Let's talk about who wants to come out and give some advice to our Gemini collective. Who wants to come out and give some advice to the Gemini collective? Gemini collective. Let's get some advice, please, Spirit. Advice for the Gemini collective, Spirit. So many. And of course, just one wasn't going to come out. Not just one. No, we need two. Okay. All right. We have Cash Doll, Finesse. And we have SZA, Passion. Finesse and Passion. We got some twinsies in the building for our advice. Let's read. I'll read SZA first. SZA independently built her brand. SZA independently built her brand as an ethereal siren before aligning with hip-hop powerhouse Top Dog Entertainment. Her 2017 debut studio album, Control, catapulted her to fame, yet SZA's true superpowers emanated from her fire within. Known for creating emotionally impactful music that spoke from her heart and not the head, SZA's lyrics spur others to dig deeply within themselves and sort through their own baggage. Sound familiar? Her love of music intensifies that mission. It is no wonder she's become an instrumental part of pop music, collaborating with everyone from Maroon 5 to Justin Timberlake. In the beginning, we wanted to see SZA run. Now we watch her fly. Just because your inner flame feels dim does not mean that it's completely out. A SZA card is a sign that it's time to rekindle that fire from within. Absorb things that will inspire you, like music, art, film, and books. It's easy to feel disconnected from your most passionate self, but that's the best time to run back. Your willingness to find that spark will determine your success rate. Don't fake it till you make it either. Proceed only when you are truly ready. That's what I'm talking about. Curiosity and instigation, baby. That fire is being rekindled. You may feel a little down. You may feel a little dim. You may not feel like yourself. but you just getting started, Gemini. Let's read Cash Doll. Here she is. Cash Doll's trajectory in rap differs from most of her peers and predecessors. The Detroit rap maven was building in the local circuit before she inched toward regional fame. When a less than favorable recording contract blocked her from releasing music, she built a social media presence and had big rapper cosigns who all lobbied for her release from her label. Sure enough, it happened. With cash in her name, she inked a major label deal and dropped her hit single, Ice Me Out. While Cash had her own story of perseverance, like so many hip hop queens before her, she maintained a level of diplomacy throughout. She embodied the phrase, never let them see you sweat, and ended the victor. She may be a doll, but Cash proved she's not one to be played with. You're finding it harder to conceal your feelings, even despite your best efforts. It's time to put on your game face and take the high road. Let the Cash Doll card be your guide. So even when adversity is staring you down, you never even blink an eye. Sure, staying cool, calm, and collected can be hard, but haters love to spot weakness. Don't give them that satisfaction. When they go low, you go high. Grace, honey. That's the word that comes to me. Grace. Stand yourself up, girl. Pick yourself up. Wipe your face. Wash your face. Comb your hair. Get yourself together. Stand tall. Put that face on. You can fall back apart as soon as you get back to your dough. Okay? It's time to be strong, Gemini. I love y'all. I believe in y'all. I trust y'all. And I know you can do it. All right? Until next time, I will see y'all on the flip side.